Everything I know about the stock market came from the movie The Big Short. And the only reason I actually learned anything was because Harley Quinn was naked in a bathtub explaining everything. So that kind of stuck with me. But there are two things I know about the stock market that are absolutely certain. One, the stock market is fake. It's just completely made up. There is no basis in reality whatsoever. And two, you gotta get in on it. You may have noticed this, but while the country suffers through the deadliest pandemic in over 100 years, and the economy collapses, people are losing their jobs, their businesses, their homes, people are fucking starving. Meanwhile, the stock market is doing better than ever. Because the stock market is not at all related to the vast majority of Americans' economic situation. The stock market isn't an indicator of a strong economy. The stock market is only an indicator of how well millionaires and billionaires are doing. Less than half of Americans are even invested in the stock market, and most of those people are only invested through their fucking retirement plan. The stock market is a game of chance, rigged by a very small group of very rich assholes. Well, today, a very large group of poor assholes decided it was their turn to rig it. Now, I'm no Margot Robbie, and getting naked in a bathtub is for my OnlyFans account, so I'll spare you, but let me try to explain what happened here. You see, a whole bunch of hedge fund companies decided to short the stock of GameStop. Remember GameStop? That was the place that would sell you a game for $75 and then buy it back for fucking 50 cents. Thanks a lot, GameStop. So these hedge fund companies just bet millions that GameStop would fail, or at the very least that their stock would go down drastically. If their stock goes down, these hedge funds made millions. Well, a group of people on Reddit decided they didn't like that very much, and they wanted to screw these hedge fund people over. So they bought a shitload of GameStop stock. The stock went from like $50 to $350. That is fucking insane. All of the short sellers were fucked. And then what happened? The stock market halted trading because of suspicious activity. But the real issue is, average people were playing the game. Instead of millionaires and billionaires and giant corporations manipulating the market, it was user 42069XXX and friends. So now all these CEOs and Wall Street types are freaking out, crying, screaming, "That's not right, that's not fair." But that's just the free market, baby. I thought you loved that shit. Besides, you know how much illegal insider trading goes on in these corporations all the fucking time? You think Martha Stewart was the only one doing it? She was the only one fucking sent away for it. And it's okay for a congressperson to own a stock in a company or an industry that they regulate though, right? That's fine. All that happened is a bunch of people got together and said, "Hey, let's go buy a stock." How is that any worse or any different than Jim fucking Cramer getting on TV in front of his audience of millions and saying, "Hey, go buy that stock"? The billionaire class just got mad that the game was finally been exposed and the little guy finally had his day to shine. Booyah!